Welcome to Santa's MLS Tech Workshops, where we'll be going over ways on how to better your business. In this tutorial, Erin Dickinson from InfoSparks will be going over how to share the data set that you created to social media.
We've got this chart here showing the median sales price over the long term, and we want to share this out. So what are our options there? Well, the first thing we can do is hit the print button. And this is going to give us a PDF or Adobe Acrobat version of the chart. At the top, there is some agent branding, and I'm going to show you in just a minute how you can edit that. And so here we have our chart. At the bottom, it's going to tell us if we have any filters applied. It'll tell us if we're looking at this in a monthly, rolling 12-month view or year-to-date view. And then it tells us that this report was run today and where the data came from. So that's our print format. If you click the share button, we have a few other options. So in the share feature, we can share this out as a static chart or a live chart. And so with a static chart, we are taking a snapshot of the data as you see it today. And anytime we come back to that chart in the future, we will see exactly what we saw today. With the live chart option, anytime we come back to that chart in the future, it's going to show us the most current data that InfoSparks can display. And InfoSparks displays the sales activity through the end of the prior month, and we update that every night. So we're right here at the tail end of November, and so we're showing sales data through the end of October. Come December 1st, we'll start showing the November sales data in InfoSparks, and then we'll update that continually every night. So with a live chart option, if I come back in a couple of days or in a month, I'm going to see current, more updated information. Most of the time that live chart is preferred because you are getting the most recent view. However, if you were citing the number of sales in a given month, and so you're citing, say, for example, the number of sales in October, you may not want that number to shift. And so in that case, a static chart might be preferred. So first we'll look at the social media and email share. When I click the share button, I get a URL. I can copy and paste that into my Facebook, Twitter, wherever I'd like to share that out, email as well. But let's view it in a new window here. And so with this chart, we have something that looks very similar to the PDF. However, there are a few differences. First of all, when I mouse over the chart, I'm getting that interactivity just like I have in InfoSparks. I do have some share buttons in here that allow me to quickly share out to Facebook, Twitter, and others. There is a PDF or Adobe Acrobat file download from the upper right. In the bottom left, I can download a PNG of the chart or a picture of the chart. And I can also download a CSV or Excel file for the chart. That would allow me to create my own chart styles and types. Finally, I can just bookmark this page. And with this, I can, when I bookmark it, if I chose that live chart option, which I did in this situation, I can come back to this page anytime I want. First of all, I won't have to log back in to the MLS and InfoSparks to access it. And secondly, it makes it just very easy for me to reference this in the future to come back to charts that I might use in listing presentations or buyer books, or just for my own education as to what's going on in the market. So best thing to do is to create those live charts and bookmark the ones that you frequently want to get back to. It'll save you a bunch of time going back in and trying to rerun those. Now under the share button, I have a couple more options. So again, most of the time you're going to want to choose the live chart. We're going to look at the embedded chart option. And this allows me to put a chart into a website or blog built right into the website content. So if you're sharing out to Facebook or Twitter, you want to use that URL in the social media share I gave you. But if you've got a blog or website and you want to embed that chart right in, this is where you do that. So you can choose to do that as an image or interactive, choose a default size or create a custom size. When you hit share, you get a snippet of code, and you would grab that entire snippet of code and copy and paste that into your website's HTML. When you do that, you'll get this. At the top, there's a little bit of your branding still built in, and we have that interactivity like we did in InfoSparks. And imagine that this sits around the rest of the content on your website. And I'll show you some examples of that a bit later. So this would allow you to create community pages with stats information on them, or create stats pages for your region. And when you use those live charts, they'll update for you automatically. So as Ron Popeil would say, you can set it and forget it.